Good morning, beginning farmer friends. My mind is spinning today. I have no clue what's going on. I don't know if you know this about early 2004s, but they come with a funnel holder. I've got a power steering leak that I still haven't fixed yet, so I just keep a funnel in here and fill up power steering fluid as I need it. There are a couple things that I know I need to get done. I need to move the chickens because we are having a fox problem coming in the middle of the day, taking chickens. I'm gonna move the sheep to a different part of the pasture. Right now though, I am headed to town to get that plate compactor thing that I use in the lean-to of the shed because I want to use that in the hoop house. Those are the things that I know I need to get done today. If that's all I get done, I wouldn't be surprised because it just seems like the things are taking longer than expected right now. But hopefully I can find more to get done than that. I got the plate compactor home, but it seems like every time I come home lately, something different's going on. Today, he's cutting concrete, so that means the project is basically done. Man, it got windy again on us here. It's gonna get nice so soon, but he's in there cutting the concrete. I'm gonna let it cure for a little while longer before I drive anything on it, just so that it's as good can be, but very exciting stuff here. That's it. 48 feet by 24 feet of solid concrete cement. What is it even? Is it kind of like lasso and lariat? It's one thing when it's one thing and another thing when it's another thing? I don't know. But it's done. I do know that it's done. Now that the concrete is down, I feel like the hard work is about to begin. This part of it here, that was just the labor. There was somebody here to tell me what to do. Now we have to make a lot of decisions and we have to spend quite a bit of money. This is where the freezer is going to go. And so I think in order to get the freezer in here, we need to enclose this back wall and the same on this corner right here. Obviously, the freezer is going to have to be set out a little ways from the wall because that's where our electrical panel is and all of that good stuff. But generally speaking, we need to get this corner done so that the freezer can come in and then the electricians and then the freezer guys and all of that good stuff. The next thing that I want to do is I would like to divide all of this, which means I think in our case, I want to put some used steel up on this side, the back side of this wall right here. So when I have livestock in there coming this winter, whether it's cattle or sheep or lambs or pigs, whatever we end up putting in there, that all the dust from the hay and the straw and the cornstalk bales that are over there, that stuff doesn't come up and over. Then from there, we can take our time, and it's probably going to take some time. Once I get that back wall done, I want to bring in some temporary shelves, maybe just go to Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, so I can start organizing all the stuff that I put into the lean-to, bring it out in here so the lean-to is usable again, but also so that I can decide what we're going to keep and what we're going to put at the Crooked Gap Farm garage sale. There's going to be some sort of online garage sale to get rid of as much stuff as possible. After that, doors, walls, office, permanent shelves, all of that's just going to take time. We'll see what happens. We got other projects to do right now though. I got that packed down. By no means whatsoever, in any way, shape, form possible, is this even close to level. It still comes in from the sides, but it's a lot better than it was, and I think it's a start. I'll probably make sure that I rent a skid loader in the spring to clean this out. That way I think I'll leave as much of this base in as possible, and then I'll come in next summer and kind of keep reworking it, getting it to where I want it to be, if this works out. Everything's trial and error, trial and error, trial and error, because I don't know what I'm doing. This is crazy. I'm gonna wait till I have some kids to help me. That seems smarter. In the words of the wise Scrooge McDuck, work harder. No. Work smarter, not harder. I'm gonna wait till I have some kids to help me pull all that straw out. So I'm gonna take this fence down. We're gonna move the chickens up closer to the house, kind of where they're gonna be for the winter. Then I'm gonna move the sheep back into this pasture so that they're not in an area where they can get tangled up in this fence because our sheep do that. It's just crazy. Hopefully things are gonna get done today. One of these days, I'm gonna have a plan that I just stick to all day long. I've got the chicken wagon hooked up to the tractor, but there's a bunch of hay bales and a loader actually from the 4430 sitting where I want to put that chicken tractor. I also just looked at my watch and realized I need to get that packer, that Vibra-Plate compactor, back to town so that I get charged for a half day instead of a full day. So I'm gonna hop in the truck, take that back to town, then I'm gonna come back, move those bales. In order to do that, I've got to take the loader bucket off of the tractor, put the bale spear on, then I got to figure out how to move that loader. I'm not 100% confident in my ability to do that. 75% confident maybe? That's probably enough. I'm back! Let's get this chicken wagon on hook.
Gonna build me a log cabin on a mountain so high where I can watch my Willie as he goes right on by.
I've got most of the chicken stuff moved now. I kind of let the kids come in and handle that. That's something that they can do. While I've got the bale forks on though, I'm gonna come in and put in, I think I've got 2 bales of corn stalks maybe left and a bale of straw left. I'm gonna come put that in. So then I'm ready when we take the rest of the stuff out of the new shop. Can we just call it that now, the new shop? Then I'll just be able to fill in so that when I get those new pigs this weekend, it's all ready to go. We also are gonna have to find the sheep at some point and move them to the pasture where these chickens were. I don't know how well that will go.
Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird.
All right, we got it mostly full in here with bedding. I was just going around picking up some of this net wrap. Net wrap is like that double-edged sword. It's great for storing bales like this cornstalk. These cornstalk bales were over a year old. They're pretty good except for the bottom where they were sitting on the ground. But man, I hate finding that net wrap stuff all over the place. Having this hoop house has been huge for us because where we live at in Iowa, we have a lot of like in-between time in the winter. We could get snow and have snow from December until March or something like that. That's happened in the years that we've lived here on the farm, but it's also been years where we never had snow for more than 2 or 3 days all winter long, and we never had the ground freeze even, and so it just becomes a mud pit out there. What this hoop house allows us to do, it allows us to give a dry place for the pigs. In my experience, that's kind of been the biggest deal, is having dry spots for the pigs. I have the most problems with pig health, with weight gain and things like that when I don't have a dry spot. So this hoop house gives us a dry spot. There's the sheep right there. There's the gate right back there that I want them to go through. I'm gonna give my chances of getting the sheep into that gate 25%, maybe 15. We'll see what happens. I've been leaving that gate open, hoping that they would just kind of find that gate themselves. Typically they find an open gate, unless it's an open gate that I want them to go to. They're already running away from me. Oh, sheep.
She whistles as she flies.
I try to take it slow and easy with the sheep, let them kind of figure out where they want to go. Sometimes it works. There's one that's looking at the gate. Look at that. Ah! Yeah! Look at that! Woo! Champion! I hope I got all the gates shut in here so they don't just come back out right away. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. I found 2 helpers back there so I can work smarter, not harder.
Well, I've played cards in old England, and I've played cards in Spain, and I bet you
I think that my work crew back there would wish that I would just leave the pigs out of here. They seem to be having as much fun as the pigs are gonna have. But I'm gonna let these pigs in here now. It would be great fun to hang out with the pigs right now, but if you look behind my shoulder, the sun is setting and we got a couple more things that we need to get done before it's all the way dark. Sometimes I have this sense as I'm going through the day that my day as like this small scale livestock farmer is kind of lame. I don't drive big tractors. I got a 4010 right now. I have the 4430, but honestly I can basically do everything that I need to do with the 4010. The 4430 is just a more comfortable way of doing the same stuff. I don't have these beautiful gardens like we have friends that just does market garden, and their gardens are just absolutely beautiful. I don't have that. It just kind of seems ho-hum, you know. I've got the pigs out in the woodlot and I take care of them out there. I got the cattle on the pasture and they're kind of doing their things, and so in a lot of ways it doesn't seem very exciting. The projects are kind of fun, but like the day-to-day stuff doesn't seem very exciting. Like, I enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but as I sit down to edit it, I wonder, like, does anybody think any of this is exciting or interesting? Just interesting thought that I had. We need to get all this stuff picked up before the sheep find it and turn it into playthings. This is probably going to be dark and grainy, but thanks for putting up with me today. Thanks for going along for the ride. This was a day of time lapse. I kind of hope you enjoy that from time to time, where I just try to show everything that's going on, the tractor moving, me moving. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Don't forget, you can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, thebeginningfarmer.com. I hope that you guys are having a great day wherever you are, whenever you are watching this. Man, I'm always trying to come up with something smart to stay at the end of this. I know what it is. I said it twice today. Work smarter, not harder. Man, my wife will love that. She'll think I'm awesome for saying that.